Hi everyone, so next week, as I have mentioned quite a few times already, I am going to LA. I'm so excited. I've never been to the US before. I've never really been past Europe. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be at VidCon for a few days with Stylehall, so big thank you to Stylehall for taking me out there. And then I'm going to have a few days to look around, see the sights and do some shopping. More importantly, visiting Sephora because I cannot wait. I've been planning this moment for months now. So I thought, as I am currently in the process of packing and making lists, that I would do a bit of a packing video, so show you how I've packed, what I'm bringing with me, and a few tips that I've learned over the years for saving space and making the most out of your packing. Now, I definitely used to be a bit of an overpacker. I still sometimes find myself putting things into my suitcase that I really just don't need, and there's always that last minute panic when you look around your room and you just grab 10 things that don't need to come with you. So I've definitely been a bit better recently at cracking down on all the unnecessary things I don't need and just sticking to the essentials. So first of all, obviously you will need a suitcase. Now, I'm going on a long haul flight and going to a different continent, so I've packed a pretty large suitcase. I wanted to have enough room to bring a lot of things back because obviously I will be shopping while I'm there, so I've tried to bring a big suitcase but not completely pack it so it's full, just make sure there's room for things to come home with me as well. So obviously one of the main essentials to bring with you is clothes, and this is where I find I can really start overpacking and just bringing way too many options. So packing for the climate is obviously something to take into consideration, and I'm guessing LA is going to be off the charts hot for me. I'm definitely the definition of English. I don't like heat, I don't really like sun. I tend to melt when it gets to anything over 23 degrees, which is basically room temperature. But I'm sure the places in LA are going to be fully air conditioned, so in shops, cafes, restaurants, things like that, I'm probably going to get a little bit chilly if I'm wearing kind of shorts and a crop top, and that's definitely not my style either. So I've gone for some lightweight dresses, some floaty tops, and a couple of pairs of jeans if it does get a bit cooler in the evening. So I've packed a pair of white jeans and a pair of black jeans, and they are the bare basics in my wardrobe. They go with so many things, and then I just have an assortment of kind of monochrome tops. I've gone for quite a monochrome colour palette because then I can interchange things really easily and nothing's going to clash. And let's be honest, most of my wardrobe is just monochrome in general. So I've packed a white dress from Topshop, which is really pretty and floaty and just a lovely outfit on its own, and then a few other dresses that I can just throw on really easily and wear with sandals, and that's pretty much me done. When it comes to packing shoes, I try to be quite strict and only take 2 pairs with me, a pair of sandals and then a pair of heels. So if I'm going out to a party or going out in the evening, I have an option for them. But the sandals that I've chosen to pick are my Topshop Heaven Gladiator sandals, and these really do go with everything. So I've kind of made a conscious decision to bring a pair of shoes that match all my outfits. I also try to be quite strict with my handbag, so I'm going to try and just bring one with me, and I'm packing my Missguided fringed black bag because I think it goes with a lot of stuff. It's black, so it's really versatile, and I can fit pretty much everything I need into it. Another essential, of course, is underwear, so I like to pack that away in another separate little bag. You're probably going to see quite a theme throughout this packing video that I like to keep things in separate places so that I know where everything is. And I think that's a really good tip, so you're not just throwing things in and then having to rummage around every time you want to take something out. I also bring some swimwear in there, so I'm packing 2 bikinis with me. One is from Boo Avenue and the other is from H&M. And then rather optimistically, I've also put in some workout gear. I have a little crop from Missguided and some matching leggings as well. I don't really expect to be going to the gym, but just in case I want to do a bit of yoga in the mornings. Also great for slobbing around at the end of the day because they are so comfortable. Last of all on the list, of course, are pyjamas. I'm not one to go in for fancy pyjamas, so I've just packed a few lightweight t-shirts and then a few shorts and bottoms as well. So when it comes to packing smaller bits like beauty products, I like to use these little canvas bags, and I actually got this one in a My Little box, which is a monthly subscription box. You actually find yourself with them quite often, and I used to just throw these away, but they're actually so handy when it comes to packing things. They have a little drawstring so you can just put your bits in there and they're safe. So I actually have 4 of these. I have one for skincare, one for bath and body bits, one for hair care, and then the last one is for electricals and wires and leads. So my skincare routine definitely gets stripped down whenever I'm going away because it does take up quite a lot of space and all the products are usually quite heavy. So this is where minis really come into play, and I love collecting minis. I try to keep them for when I am going away and not use them until then because they just save so much space. The only thing I didn't actually have a mini of was a cleanser, so I brought along my Sunday Riley ceramic slip cleanser because this is really multi-use, so I can use it in the morning and the evening. So that is my only one big product. For makeup remover, I found this little mini version of the Garnier Micellar Water in Boots. I think it's really cute, and this one is a really good one for taking off makeup. And then I just have an eye cream and a moisturiser. The eye cream I'm taking with me is the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Circle Corrector, and then I have a Kiehl's moisturiser as well. This is the Skin Rescuer. And then the SPF I'm bringing with me is the Vichy Ideal Soleil SPF 50. I'm sure I'm going to need SPF 50, so I've gone for the maximum. And then as an optional extra, I've brought along a little mini of the Glycolactic Radiance Renewal Mask, just in in case my skin feels a little bit dull and like it needs some exfoliation while I'm out there. In the second bag I have more of the kind of bathroom essentials, so I have toothbrush and toothpaste, a deodorant, a shower gel, this is from Lush, this is one from Christmas and I absolutely love it and I hold on to it for whenever I'm going away, a travel size razor, this is such an amazing invention, this is from Venus and it really is just the tiniest little thing, so easy to bring with you. I've also got a smaller size of the Tropez Gradual Tan in shower, just in case I want to top up my tan while I'm there, and then a moisturiser, this is the Kiehl's Creme de Corps moisturiser for the body. And then my perfume is in here as well. I've decided to bring my Molecule 01 with me just because it's probably the smallest perfume I own, so easy to pack. Now hair care bits I think are one of the easiest things to save space on. I'm always finding myself with these little sachets of shampoo and conditioner, which are great for trying out a new product, but they're also great to bring with you because they literally take up no space at all. They just pack away nice and flat, and when you're done with them you can just throw them in the bin. So I have a couple from Bumble and Bumble here. I have the Surf shampoo and conditioner and the Colour Minded range, and then I have these two from R&Co, which are the Gemstone Colour Shampoo. I haven't tried them before, so looking forward to testing these out. I tend to keep my hair routine quite minimal these days, so I just have a hairspray in here. This is the Frieda Flexible Hold hairspray, which is one of my favourites. And then another one from Bumble, this is their Pret-a-Powder, which is a really brilliant dry shampoo that doesn't come in an aerosol can. You literally just shake it into your roots, but it also works really well at plumping up your hair and giving it some texture and volume, so it's kind of a 2-in-1. And then of course hairbands, absolutely essential, and a few bobby pins in here as well. So in the last little drawstring bag I have my electrical bits, the most important of which being travel adapters. I have probably forgotten travel adapters 90% of the times I've ever gone abroad. I never think to bring them and they are so essential. I just have 2 here and I try to get the separate ones, not the ones that are joined together, because you never know how many plug sockets you're going to have or how far away from you they're going to be. And the rest are just chargers, so I have my phone charger and my vlogging camera battery charger. So the other set of beauty products that will be coming with me of course are makeup bits, and some people like to take all their makeup on with them in the carry-on. I'm quite trusting of planes and airlines, so I do leave most of it in my bag. If anything were to go missing, I'm sure I could just nip off to Sephora and happily buy a few new makeup bits. So my makeup is probably the only thing where I don't go particularly crazy with the minis. I don't strip anything down too much, but I do make sure I bring just one of everything, or pretty much one of everything. I think the best way to think about packing makeup for a trip away is to just settle on one particular makeup look, a set of products that you know works for you, and then accessorise with different lip products. That's the way that I like to do it anyway, so I've pretty much just brought one of everything and things that I know work for me. The only thing I've really doubled up on are bases. I brought a lightweight base with me, which is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, and then a full coverage one, which is NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I think primer is going to be essential to stop my makeup just falling off my face in the heat, so I brought along the Hourglass Veil Primer. This is a great one because it's in quite a small bottle, so it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's a really heavy duty primer. It really does help everything stay put. I've got my Bobbi Brown corrector as always, and I'm bringing with me the Makeup Forever Full Coverage Concealer because I know this is a really great one for full coverage and it also works under my eyes as well. Powder is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and then for bronzer I've gone for a Failsafe Soap and Glory Solar Powder. I've got an Ambient Lighting Blush from Hourglass which I love and I always wear, and then the Balms Mary Lou Manizer had to make the trip with me of course. Brow products are the Bobbi Brown Brow Kit and my Soap and Glory Archery Pencil, and then I think palettes are a great thing to pack because you can just bring one with you, and if you get the right one it's going to do everything that you need it to. So I've brought along the Maybelline The Nudes palette. This is quite a new one to me, but so far I am really impressed by it. It has a great range of colours. It has mattes in there as well as shimmers, it has light shades and really dark shades as well, so you can pretty much do anything you want with this. The pigment in these as well is really great. They are really pigmented, really nice colours, and I'm really impressed with this considering how cheap it was. Mascaras are the same as usual. I've got the Too Faced Best in Sex mascara and the Clinique Bottom Lash. I've also packed the Stila Waterproof Liquid Liner with me just in case I want some liquid liner on. And I have 4 lip colour options, and this is where I think you can really make the difference in how your day-to-day makeup looks just by changing the colour of your lips. So I have a pink, a coral, a red and a bright pink. The red is from NARS. This is their lip pencil in Ibericio, which I love. It's a really beautiful orangey red. I've got MAC's Relentlessly Red, which although is named after red, is definitely not. It's a very bright hot pink colour, definitely my favourite pink of the moment. And then the more natural lip options I have are the Cream Puff Lip Cream from Complexion. This is in the shade Fairy Cake and it's just a really pretty brightening pink colour. And then I also have the Fresh Sugar Lip Balm in the shade Coral, which is a nice sheer wash of colour as well. I have quite a small handful handful of brushes in here, but they are the bare essentials, the ones that I have to use on a daily basis. So I have my foundation brush, which is the buffing brush from Real Techniques, and then I have also the setting brush, which I use for concealer. My powder brush is the Sigma F25 tapered face brush, and I also have a Zoeva angled blusher brush in here too. I've got a MAC 266 for my brows, and then a couple more Sigma brushes. These are the ones that I use for my eyes. I've got a fluffy blending brush and then a pencil brush, and the last one is also from Zoeva. This is their 231 Luxe Petite Crease brush, which is good for getting a nice definition in the crease. Lash curlers, of course, are coming with me, could not be without those, and I think also it's great if you do have space in your makeup bag to pack quite a reasonably sized mirror with you, just in case the place you're staying doesn't have particularly good natural lighting, or in case you have to prop this up against a window to do your makeup. I have this one with me. And the final bits that go in are kind of things that don't fit into any of my little bags. So my hair straighteners, these are the Eclipse hair straighteners from GHD, which is the only thing really that I use to curl my hair or to straighten it, so those are an essential. And then I have my hairbrush. This is the wet brush. This is just the most amazing thing. It combs my hair out so quickly, whether it's wet or dry. It's just 10 times better than the Tangle Teaser. I never really got on with those properly, but this is amazing. And then a teasing brush as well, because I do struggle a little bit with volume at the roots, so this one always comes along with me. So that is everything that makes it into my suitcase. Hopefully everything fits and there's still room to bring home a few goodies on the way back, and it closes properly. That is always the fear when you go to close your suitcase and the zip won't do up. And then the only thing left to think about is what I'm going to be bringing with me on the plane in my carry-on. And I like to bring a bag that I don't really mind too much if it gets scuffed or scraped about, because in planes things get put up in racks, they get put where people's feet are, so it's not always best to bring something that you care too much about, that you don't want to get damaged. So I just have this little black tote from Asos that I'm going to be using, which is really great because it actually fits so much stuff in. As I am going to be on an 11-hour flight, which I'm dreading already, entertainment is going to be my first priority. So I'm guessing there's going to be some films on there. I've never really flown for that long, so I don't really know what to expect. But I've brought a couple of books along with me just for something else to do. I have The Miniaturist, which is by Jessie Burton, and I've had this for ages and I've really been struggling to get into it. So sitting down for 11 hours, I'm sure I'll be able to read some of this. And then Far From the Madding Crowd is also coming with me. I haven't started this yet, but I'm looking forward to it because I really want to watch the film, but I've promised I will read the book first. So that one hopefully I'll be able to get through, maybe on the flight back. Other bits that are coming along with me include my purse, which is essential for duty-free purchases. This just has all my cards and money and bits like that in it. My passport, of course, which I obviously need to leave the country. I have some headphones in here in case I want to listen to some music, and then my phone charger as well. Sunglasses are in there too, and then I have the beauty bag. Like I said, I'm not really one to bring my whole entire makeup collection on the plane with me, so I just have a few little bits that I might need while I'm there. I'm sure I'm not the only one whose skin ends up feeling just horrible and really dehydrated on a flight, so I've packed my Origins Drink Up Intensive mask. Believe it or not, this big bottle is actually only 100ml, so it should be able to come with me just fine, but I'm going to put a thick layer of this all over my skin as soon as I get onto the plane, so hopefully that should combat any dehydration and any dryness that might happen. And then same goes with my lips. I have the NYX Revdemil lip balm in here too. I'm not really planning on putting any makeup on, but just in case I want to look a little bit more polished when I get off the flight, I've brought the This Works Perfect Look Skin Miracle, which is kind of just a really nice tinted warming moisturiser, so it gives a little bit of glow to the skin and a tiny bit of coverage as well. And then I just have some concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, and then the brown version of the Benefit They're Real mascara, which is quite a nice one to wear when you don't have any other makeup on your face. And the last little beauty bit I have in here is another product from This Works. They just do travel skincare really well. This is the Deep Sleep Stressless Rollerball, and I am quite a nervous flyer. I'm quite a nervous person in any travel situation, and this stuff does a really good job at calming me down. It's kind of very lavendery, very soothing and cooling, and I just like to roll this on any pulse points and behind my ears, and it does a pretty good job of calming me down. So that always comes with me whenever I'm traveling, especially when I'm flying. And the very last thing, of course, I couldn't come to LA without bringing along my vlogging camera. I'm going to be vlogging for the whole week, so hopefully there should be a good couple of vlogs for you once I get back. So that is it. That is everything I'll be taking with me on my suitcase and in the plane. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you a few tips and a few ideas for when you go on your holidays. No doubt I've completely forgotten to pack something incredibly obvious, so if you think of anything that I haven't packed with me or anything you think might come in handy while I'm in LA, please let me know in the comments. And also, if you are going to be at VidCon, I would love to know. I really want to meet as many of you as possible, so don't be afraid to say hi if you see me while I'm there. I'm not going to be doing any official panels or meetups while I'm there. I'm just kind of hanging out with you guys. So yeah, it'd be great to meet as many of you as possible while I'm there. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all soon. Bye!